Hey all, it's me, Jeffery Dahmer. Welcome to my cooking hour, a special holiday cooking hour in fact. Now I know I told you I was going to make up a delicious, firm rump roast last time we were together, but you need something faster than that for the holidays. You need something you can whip up on a pinch with what you're likely to have on hand, because if you shop ahead, you've always got something tasty and beautiful in the refrigerator, even if you don't remember his name. Today I'll be teaching you instead a delicious butt steak stir fry. That's right, delicious butt steak. And it's so simple, you can make it anytime you have company, not just for holiday family, because eventually you'll run out of family at the holidays, or they'll just stop talking to you for some reason. I don't know why, but they will. We have this beautiful butt steak, a fresh cut that I harvested myself from a young man that I met out on the town earlier, well, today. You can practically see where the butthole is in it, right there. To refer to our handy meat chart, the butt steak comes from the butt, right there. See? One cheek, two cheeks. What cut of meat could be more appropriately named? Other than the breast, I mean. Before we plunge into that butt, though, we have to use vegetables too. Remember, we're making a stir fry. If we didn't put something into our butt steak, it would just be fried meat. A hamburger or a steak. We don't want those. We want a special holiday treat. We want to feel like we've gone to the Chinese restaurant, but didn't have to pay for it because we made it ourselves, out of the freshest meat that would come home with us. So we start with an onion. So break your onion in half. Get it ready. We're going to cut into this thing. And that'll be good practice for when we get to the meat. It's just like cutting anything up. You want the right sizes, something that fries nicely and looks pretty before you chew on it. Like one of the guys on Mad Men. There. We've cut our onion. Since we're trying to make our own Chinese takeout in a way, and he was some kind of Asian, we're not making just a stir fry. We're making beef with broccoli. Because of that though, we'll need broccoli. Now although this is a bag of frozen, and I always recommend using the freshest things you can possibly get a hold of, other things that I want to have handy and on hand all the time, I sometimes have to hide because you never know who's going to be poking around and who's going to get away or whatever else in your kitchen. That means these are an exceptional place to hide things. Yes, it's fantastic. The cops might look in your freezer, but they won't look in your broccoli. But let's get that out of the way right now. It's really not a part of this recipe at all. But you can tell he was from Port Huron. Look at the blistering. Oops. Now let's set this aside over here because it's time to cut into that butt. I'm trying to cut it into slices about the size of a woman's labia. See? About like that. If she's Mexican, then one like that. Or the size of a foreskin, let's say. That's alright too. The main thing is to cut it into pieces. Little girl, there's all sorts of different sizes of labia, so don't obsess over it. Oh, he was so nice. It's a shame the Drano did that to him. I thought it would make him my sex robot. See, there it is, all cut up. All cut up. Needless to say, it's a really good idea to wear an apron. The harvest might be messier, but blood is blood and you don't want to lose any. And feel free to throw in a little bit of your own personality and flair when you do that. I got this one at a Boy Scout camp, for instance, because I like to support the places that I shop and give them a shout out. So what do you say? We get cooking now! It's time. The preparation will be worth it. I can smell that butt sizzling so much before it's even in the pan that it's soothing me inside. Everywhere. Butt steak in the pan. Turn it on as I've done, and you let it take over from there for just a moment. Just long enough to get browned on the outside. Look at them sizzle. And they're getting a very sexy tan. We want a nice sexy tan on our butt. You know that. Let's throw in our vegetables. We've got our broccoli, And our onions. Don't worry, boys, if these onions make your eyes tingle and cry a little bit. Don't worry about that, sillies. When you sink your teeth into this butt, it'll have all been worth it. Just cry over the pan if you must. The tears are nature's marinade. Keep stirring it and stirring it. You want to get really into your butt there and moving it around. Kind of like those sexy boys in the Mongolian barbecues do, where they just keep moving it and moving it and moving it. Those boys know how to move their meat. I also always add some garlic. In fact, a lot of garlic. Because when you're cooking Asian, you have to consider Buddhists don't even eat garlic. So if you like it, you're not going to find it in the taste of the meat. Be sure to mix that garlic right on in. Along with that, I like to add some of my dear friend Sharon's placenta flakes. She makes them herself, you know. And they are so tasty. Then we add water, just a touch of nice, slippery, delicious vegetable oil in it, which you should always have around the house too when you have unexpected company. Pour that in there and let the butt steak cook some more. Then we stir everything up, keeping that meat nice and tan, keeping those vegetables moving around like they're in a backyard with helmets on the first day of spring. Mixing that garlic in there really nice to cover up that Thai boy blandness. Then we rip open the package of tasty, super duper delicious beef and broccoli seasoning. Sprinkle it in, sprinkle, 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 sprinkle it. Swoosh it around. And for a double dose of afterbirth tastiness, if you look at the ingredients, you'll notice it's got Sharon's placenta in it too. Thanks, Monsanto! Stir it up and stir it up. As an added little treat, I like to use a little bit of black boy blood, just so I can taste a little bit of soul. Remember, you don't want anything to burn. Keep that butter moving. This is also great exercise, you know. If you keep your butter moving while you do it, just when it's about done, I like to add a little bit of secret ingredient. And don't be afraid to make your own secret ingredient. Even clowns have secrets. I so wish Sharon were here to help me right now. It's a flambe too. Ooh, look at that, look at that. It's gonna be delicious. Fantastic. Extinguish the fire. Or not. Or not. Or not. Let's swoosh that around maybe. Let's see what happens. Once you've extinguished the hot, hot butt, it's just about time to eat. Grab yourself some delicious maggots. And they're easy to get if you just go in the closet a few times. I've found they appear like magic. Toss the rest aside. They're not going anywhere anymore. Layer on the beef with broccoli butt steak stir fry that we have whipped up. There. Have yourself a taste. Go ahead, it's good. That's delicious butt steak. It's so tender inside. I have to eat. I'll see you next time on the Jeffery Dahmer Cooking Hour. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Jesus loves you just like he does me. Don't mean to get religious on you. Just when you're born again, you like to talk about it. It's dinner time now. I'm going to watch Dexter. Bon appetit.
Dinner plate, reset, rotate, defrost.
And if you try making this at home,
cook by
good luck not getting caught.